Today we're diving into a brand new change in South Africa's retirement landscape, the two-part retirement system. This is one of the most significant reforms in retirement planning, and it's just come into effect. So you'll want to stay informed. I'll break it down as simply as I can, what it is, how it works, and what it means for you, and how you can best prepare for the transition. Let's get into it. So, what is the two-part system? The two-part system is a new way of structuring retirement savings in South Africa and was designed to assist people financially as well as encourage long-term employment without having to resign to access funds. Essentially, your retirement savings will be split into two parts or pots. One part is for long-term savings that can only be accessed at retirement, and the other part is for short-term access, something that has never been possible before. There is a third component, but we'll get to that later on. So, why this change? Well, it's designed to give South Africans more flexibility. Previously, your retirement savings were locked away until retirement. Now, with this system, you can access a portion of your savings before retirement, while preserving the bulk of your funds for your golden years. So, how does it work? Let's break down how this two-part system operates. Imagine your retirement savings as a big pie, and now we're slicing it into two parts. The retirement part. This is where the majority of your contributions will go. 2/3 of all your future retirement contributions will go into this pot. You can't touch it until you retire. The goal here is to make sure you have enough saved up for the future. Think of it as your long-term financial safety net. Next is the savings pot. The second pot is more flexible. 1/3 of your contributions will go here, and this portion can be accessed before retirement under certain conditions. For instance, you might use it for emergencies such as medical expenses or home repairs. However, it's important to remember that dipping into this pot means less money for retirement, so it should be used cautiously. I think the best way to understand this is to do an example. Let's go through an example to see how the two-part system works in practice. Imagine that you are currently contributing to a retirement fund, and by the time the system goes live on the 1st of September 2024, you've accumulated 600,000 in retirement savings. So firstly, the vested component. All of your retirement savings as of the 1st of September 2024 will go into the vested component. This component cannot be accessed until retirement, so your full 600,000 is initially allocated to the vested component. Now, there are exceptions to this, like preservation funds, which have their own set of rules. Basically, think of it as old money, old rules, new money, new rules. Then, secondly, there is a seed capital transfer. The system transfers 10% of your vested component into the savings pot, with a maximum limit of 30,000 Rand. In your case, 10% of 600,000 is 60,000 Rand. But since the cap is 30,000 Rand, only 30,000 will be moved into the savings pot. After this transfer, your vested component will be 570,000 Rand. Now, it's important to remember that this will happen automatically and is compulsory. Next is future contributions. Starting from the 1st of September 2024, all your future retirement contributions will be split between the two pots. 2/3 will go into the retirement pot, which will remain locked until retirement. 1/3 will go into the savings pot, which you can access under the rules of the system. Let's say you contribute 6,000 Rand a month to your retirement fund after the 1st of September 2024. 4,000 will go into the retirement pot, and 2,000 Rand will go into the savings pot. Each month, your savings pot grows as you contribute more, giving you some flexibility for emergencies, while the bulk of your contributions remain locked in the retirement pot, growing for your future. So now to withdrawals and tax. You'll be allowed to make one withdrawal per tax year, which is March of the current year to Feb of the next year from your savings pot. The withdrawal must be at least 2,000 Rand, so any amount smaller than that cannot be accessed. Remember, withdrawals from the savings pot will be taxed as income. The tax on withdrawals follows South Africa's tax tables for lump sum withdrawals from retirement funds. I'll leave a link below so you can check it out for yourself. So here's how the tax works. Withdrawals up to 25,000 are tax-free. Hi, Future Jared here. So while I was editing my video, I actually realized that the interpretation of this was a bit sketchy. Now, what I've actually since found out is that how you will be taxed is according to your own personal marginal tax rate. So what this means is that if you are taxed right now at 25%, that is how much you will be taxed on your withdrawal, regardless of the amount. So keep that in mind. And a quick way, if you don't know how to work out your taxation, just take your tax on your pay slip, divide that by your gross salary, times by 100/1, just like at school, and you'll get your percentage. And that should give you a rough indicator of how much tax you're going to pay. Anyway, back to the video. Right? For months between 25,000 and 660,000. Now here's some potential challenges and drawbacks. As with any new system, there are challenges. One is reduced long-term savings. The most significant drawback is that accessing your savings pot reduces what you'll have available at retirement. Now, this could be problematic, especially if you're not contributing enough over the years. Increased temptation to withdraw. Having the ability to withdraw before retirement can lead to impulse decisions. You might be tempted to use that money for wants rather than needs, which could harm your financial future. Thirdly is complexity. For many people, the system might initially seem complicated. Understanding the vested component, the seed capital, and the new rules can be overwhelming. But that's why videos like this exist, to help you out. So, how to prepare for this transition? How can you get ready for this new system? Firstly, review your retirement fund. Take a close look at your current retirement fund. Talk to your financial advisor about how the two-part system will affect your savings and whether any adjustments need to be made. 2. Increase contributions. If you're worried about not having enough saved for retirement, consider increasing your contributions. This will help offset any potential shortfall if you need to dip into the savings pot. 3. Start an emergency fund. If you don't have one already, now is the time to start building an emergency fund outside of your retirement savings. This way, you're not tempted to withdraw from your savings pot for non-retirement expenses. 4. Plan for the long term. Set goals for your retirement pot. Use online calculators or speak to a professional to ensure you're on track for retirement, even with the introduction of the two-part system. And finally, the two-part retirement system is a positive change that offers more flexibility. But with flexibility comes responsibility. It's important to take charge of your financial future, make informed decisions, and ensure you're saving enough for the long haul. I hope you found this video helpful. If you've made it this far, please give this a like if you found it helpful, and please share this with whoever you feel might benefit from this. And subscribe to the channel would be awesome. Drop any questions in the comments and I'll be sure to answer them to the best of my ability. What do you think of the new retirement change and the two-part system? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.